York Giants fans? This is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. I had a subscriber tell me today, and you probably noticed the intro has changed at this moment, and this subscriber said, great content, terrible introduction. It's hard to get past the introduction to get to the content. And he says, you should put the content in front of the introduction and you would have more subscribers. And I told this young gentleman, I said, you know what? If you subscribe to the channel, I will change the introduction for a day just for you, and we will see how it goes. And that's what I'm doing. So there you go, young sir. Here's a change in the introduction, and maybe I'll do the intro at the end like he suggested. Wanted to talk about one thing this entire video. It's not going to be brief because I'm never brief. People know I'm long-winded. I do want to talk about Jason Garrett, how I think he's going to be a one-and-done offensive coordinator with the New York Giants. I've had this topic of conversation in the past before, and we're going to bring this up with a reiteration of this old topic. One other thing I want to say briefly. I did a couple of videos, and of course, some people agree, some people disagree, some people leave derogatory comments. That's okay. They usually get deleted by YouTube. I don't usually have to deal with that. But I have a lot of people that when they disagree with me like to apologize, because that's a polite thing to do when they disagree with me. But I'm telling you right now, do not apologize to me. It's okay to agree to disagree. And I built this channel, hopefully, as a place where Giant fans could come and express their opinions openly and hear the other side of opinions as well, because you know what? We don't always agree on everything as Giant fans. And I think if we have open dialogue about stuff, it makes for a hell of a lot better channel. So you know what? If you disagree with me, I've said it a million times, tell me you disagree with me. But tell me you disagree with me and then back it up with facts. That's all I say. Don't back it up with derogatory comments, because they're just going to get deleted. But and a lot of people understand what I'm talking about. They understand the fact that I want people to disagree. I want people to have an opinion. I am not the end-all be-all Giants authority or football authority. I am doing an opinionated show, and it's just my opinion. You could like it, you could dislike it, and if you dislike it, let me know why you dislike it. Hell, I've said it before. People have changed my opinions in the past. But you know what? Let's get into Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett, I said this, like I said, a couple months back, that I think he is going to be a one-and-done offensive coordinator for the Giants. And I love it because people go, well, how can you say that? Because that's going to hurt Daniel Jones' progression. You know what? Jason Garrett, while he's employed with the Giants, is there to help progress Daniel Jones, but he's also there to help progress his own career. So if he does a fantastic job with the Giants offense like he has done, you would expect him to get head coaching interviews. I don't know about opportunities, but he will get head coaching interviews. He has shown throughout his career, Jason Garrett, that he has the ability to work in some of the most difficult situations and excel. Now, people are going to say, well, he didn't really excel that well in Dallas. He was still 85-67 in the regular season. Yes, he had a terrible playoff record. He was 2-3 in the playoff record. But he had a career record of 87-70 with the Cowboys. And he was the coach of the year in 2016. And a lot of people forget that his run with the Cowboys as the offensive coordinator in 2008 and 2010 was fantastic. It helped propel him into the interim position of head coach when they fired Wade Phillips. So he is an intelligent guy. I briefly worked in the same. When I was in Tampa in 2004, Jason Garrett was there for a cup of coffee. He was there for a couple of weeks and got waived. Didn't really get to have any conversations with him. I did meet him briefly because actually we both moved on to Miami in 2005. He was a quarterbacks coach for Nick Saban. When I was doing consulting work for the Dolphins in Miami, I did meet Jason Garrett a couple times. But you could tell, and like I said, I could never tell you I thought he was going to be a head coach or an awesome head coach. I've met Mike Tomlin a bunch of times as well when I was in Tampa. I couldn't tell you then I thought he was going to be this great head coach. Who knows? But, like I said, the brief conversations I had with Jason years ago, you knew he was a smart guy. You knew he was driven. And I think that intelligence and drive is what helped him propel his career as the offensive coordinator and, like I said, a coach. And then I think it's going to help him again move forward and out of this position. And it's a terrible thing to say that for the Giants because it will break up the continuity, because then Daniel Jones may have another offensive coordinator. It may be the same offensive philosophy, but it will be a different coordinator. But I'm telling you this right now. If the Giants offense continues to meld like they are right now, Jason Garrett is going to get head coaching opportunities and interviews for 2021. He has taken a team with minimum talent on the offensive line. And I'm not saying they have minimal talent forever. It's just I say they have minimal talent because a lot of these guys, I mean, 3 of the guys are rookies that are really playing on this line. And he's helped put that together. And yes, Mark Colombo has had something to do with that as well. He's also had a limited running game since they lost Saquon Barkley. He finally came around and figured out, you know what, he's got to give the ball to Wayne Gallman. His receiving core outside of Darius Slayton and Sterling Shepard, average at best. Evan Ingram has stayed healthy, but Evan Ingram has had difficulties. He had the oopsies trying to catch the ball. And so, like I said, if you look at the collection of talent Jason Garrett has, it's not something you would sit there and go, wow, you know, these are the 83 Chargers. You know, this is, what is it, the K-Gun over in Buffalo back in the 90s. No, you don't see that. But he's figured out a way to play to his team's strengths. It's like this, you know, all the big runs Daniel Jones has had, they have been on designed runs because Jason is taking advantage of what he sees against the defense. And he's utilizing his talent. Some people were saying, someone said to me, you know, well, Pat Shurmur, if he was such an offensive genius, why didn't he have Daniel Jones run the ball? Well, because at the time, Daniel Jones was throwing the ball extremely well. Right now, Jason Garrett is he's using the read option because he understands that right now, it's not that they don't have complete confidence in Daniel Jones' ability to throw the ball deep, but in certain situations, it makes sense to go with the read option and play to Daniel Jones' strengths. And he's been doing that, Garrett, since the first week of the season. And now he's kind of melted this offense. It's never going to be an offensive juggernaut. It's going to be confounding at times, and people are going to be like, well, that's Jason Garrett's fault. No, Jason Garrett can only work with the talent he has. And that's the thing that people need to remember. I mean, you take a look at the defense. Patrick on the defense has been doing a fantastic job, but he has more talent and he has more pieces. He's got the chess pieces to work with. Daniel Jones has a collection of rookies and what I like to call almost players. You know, they're almost good enough to be starters, and maybe with a little bit better coaching, they can be starters. I mean, I would not want to rely on Wayne Gallman for 16 weeks. I mean, I think he's good as a backup, and I think he can carry the mail for, you know, maybe for like 3-4 games in a row. But I would not rely on him to be the bell cow. He had that in Devontae Freeman. Of course, Freeman went and got hurt. So he is trying with mirrors. At times, Jason Garrett is getting the Giants to have prolonged drives. This is one of the few seasons in recent memory I can remember that the Giants have long. Now they don't do it a lot, but at least once to twice a game, they have long, sustained drives of like 7 to 8 minutes or more. They're clock killers. And that's what the only problem is we need to get the ball in the end zone more. But again, like I said, that does not all fall on the offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator has been putting his offense in position to score. There has just been a myriad of turnovers, interceptions, drops, you know, good, you know, some bad offensive line play. But like I said, for the collection of talent that Jason Garrett has, it amazes me. And I know the offense is not ranked that high, but it amazes me the ability that he has. He has allowed the Giants to be put in positions to potentially win games at the end. And that's all you want. Yeah, it'd be great to blow a team out 35-17, but we're not going to have that. I mean, I think the Eagle game could be considered a blowout for us. But like I said, we're not going to be an offensive juggernaut. But for Jason Garrett to understand what he has to work with and how he can use that collection of talent. That's what's going to propel him to interviews. And I'm not 100% saying he's going to leave, but I am saying this, and do not be shocked. And you could mark it down right now. It is November 17th. Jason Garrett will get at least 2 head coaching interviews. They may not all be in the pros, but he will be asked. The Giants will receive requests from some team, either in college or the NFL, to interview Jason Garrett for a head coaching position. I'm telling you that right now. Mark it down, November 17th. Mark it down, because I like time stamping these dates now, because it's just easier to remember what videos. Because now I found out you can search videos. Yeah, I'm YouTube savvy. You know what, guys? You are lucky I get these things on YouTube. I like when people go to me, well, when are you doing a live stream? And I'm thinking to myself, you are lucky that I can get this on YouTube as it is now. And you want me to do a live stream? Yeah, good luck with that. I said this before. I got to do a live stream on someone else's channel just so I know someone knows how to do the live stream. So that may happen in the future. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what it's going to bring. So don't send me emails asking about it. I'm not projecting anything, but you never know what could happen. But like I said, mark it down. Jason Garrett will get at least 2 interviews for head coaching positions for 2021. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could subscribe, if you could ring that belly thing with it means, that'd be awesome.